guys.
So I don't remember what you got last time.
Oh, just eat. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Bro, this chicken is not. That's -2. So, welcome back to our channel, guys. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Ileana.
My name's Fernando.
We're finally making a video. Well, in reality, we've made multiple videos. I just haven't posted them. Truth is, my computer wasn't working. So those videos we recorded are too old, and I don't want to post them anymore. But we're back. And we're at Sonic, so we're about to eat because I am starving.
And it's your cravings.
Yeah, I was really craving cheese fries. So yesterday, 2 days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I posted on my story, asked my followers for ideas on what we should record or make videos of. Well, we're gonna talk about our pregnancy. If you didn't know, I am 36 weeks pregnant, which explains why I'm eating.
I'm just fat, so I eat all the time.
The baby will be here soon. 36 weeks pregnant. I will be 37 on Monday. Today is Wednesday. So, baby should be here soon. Oh, one of the first questions that people wanted to know was how we felt when we found out that I was pregnant. So, in reality, I was not planning on getting pregnant. My dream has always been to be a mom and stuff, but you know, I felt like at the time we just weren't ready, like financially stable.
I was ready all the way.
We had both finished school, we both graduated. I got licensed to be an esthetician, he got licensed to be a barber. So he felt like, let's do it.
In reality, no. In reality, I wasn't even really planning it. It was more of a shock.
I don't know why. I just didn't think it was gonna happen.
Not that easily, to be honest.
I was on birth control before. I've heard so many stories of like when you get off birth control. I mean, I know everybody's different, every woman's body is different, but I've heard so many stories that, you know, you don't just get pregnant like that. Like, you know, you have to wait, you have to try.
We were thinking it was gonna take a lot more than just one try.
Yeah, and
so for me, I mean, I was excited, but I just didn't think it was gonna be that easy, that quick.
We were both happy since the beginning. I think we were just very shocked, and I was like really scared. I was like, did I do the right thing? Like, is this the right time? Like, I was thinking so many things, like, how am I gonna provide for this baby? Even though, like, over my head and everything, but you know, you still want to give the best to your child and all. So like, I think I was just overthinking it for the most part. I didn't think it was gonna happen at that point, you know.
We had to go pick up a cousin from the airport, and I remember the whole time I couldn't stop smiling, I couldn't stop laughing, I couldn't stop staring at her.
You were just shocked.
We were driving like down like 95,
like,
hitting
I'm crying.
I'm hitting like 80 miles an hour, and I'm just turning around looking at her, like I'm not even like thinking of the traffic or anything.
He's like, you're pregnant.
That's just how shocked I was.
You just kept repeating you're pregnant.
Because I always wanted to be a dad, you know, but I just did not think it was going to be this quick, this easy. It felt like it was an okay time for the simple fact that I had just passed my exam. I just landed into a shop, and I was like, this is perfect. And then I started thinking more and more, and I don't know, prove me wrong. Tell me wrong or disagree with me, but I always feel like for some reason nobody will ever be ready. And in a way, it probably sounds weird, but what I'm just trying to say is I feel like no one will ever be ready. I feel like there will be so many obstacles in life that in reality you will never actually be ready.
When I found out, it was 2 days before Valentine's Day. We had just came back from Colombia. I was supposed to get my period while in Colombia, and I never did. So when we came back, I still didn't get my period, which is very rare for me because I'm usually like on point. And so I didn't get my period. So I was at work actually. I was literally like maybe 3-4 days late. Like it wasn't like 19 days or, you know, nothing drastic or anything. So I told my coworker that I haven't gotten my period. She's like, go take a pregnancy test. Came back to work, took the pregnancy test. Little did I know it was gonna come back positive. I just see that thing like pregnant. I was like, oh my god.
I did that.
Literally so many things came through my head, like, but the number one thing was, how the hell am I gonna tell my mom? I knew he was gonna be happy. I knew he was gonna stick around. Like, I wasn't worried about none of that because I knew this is what he wanted also. Literally what I was worried about was my mom. Like, my mom's reaction. I was terrified. I was going to wait for Valentine's Day to tell him, like, as a gift or whatever, but I couldn't. Like, my anxiety was killing me. Like, my plan was completely different. My plan was to tell my mom, and she can help me surprise you. That'll go to the next question. Then I'll, like, explain my mom's reaction and everything. It didn't go as planned when I told my mom, and I'll go back to that in a little bit. But, so I had to do everything differently. Because I did it in the car. So he opened the trunk or whatever. He sees that it says, surprise, you're gonna be a daddy or whatever, with like Valentine's Day balloons. I think that's what it was. Pretty much like a Valentine's Day gift. He was just so shook. Obviously I wanted to surprise him differently, but that didn't happen.
Did you get me? You're lying. Where's the joke?
This is not a joke.
What? Really?
I'm not kidding.
Babe, are you kidding? You're kidding, aren't you?
But yeah, like he said, we were scared. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I still think about it and I'm like, you know, trying to figure out ways to give the best to my child. Like, he's gonna be here very soon, just in a couple more weeks. So, like, you know, I'm always thinking of those things. I'm still so thankful that, you know, so far everything's perfect, everything's just fine. He's healthy, I'm healthy, I've had no issues. I've had a pretty, like, decent, easy pregnancy. Like, it hasn't been nothing bad or anything, so I'm thankful for that. Next question,
which is the one of, how do we tell our parents? It's kind of the funny one too.
So I ended up telling my mom first. Like I said, I left to work. I was completely like shook. Like, I just didn't even know what to think. Like, the whole fact that I was pregnant was just like going through my head, but I couldn't keep it to myself. Like, I know some people wait a couple days or wait to go to the doctor. Like, I just couldn't. So I had to tell my mom right away. So I honestly did not know how my mom was going to react. Like, I didn't know if she was gonna be mad, if she was gonna be emotional. Like, I really didn't know. My mom's Mexican, so
more traditional.
Yeah, my mom's very old school, I guess, in a way. You know, she's all like, you have to go to college, you know, finish school, get married, then have a kid, you know, like everything in steps and stuff. And I mean, I guess I respect that she was raised like that. I did everything completely different. We aren't married. We had just finished school. I didn't go to college. I did a couple semesters, but then I ended up doing like to be an esthetician. I went to school to be an esthetician, which is, you know, only a couple months. He went to school to be a barber. Like, we didn't really go to college and get a degree, is what I'm trying to say. So she wanted me to be a nurse. She had a lot of plans for me, and I took it like a completely different route. So for her, like, that was the biggest thing. So I don't know what I thought I was going to, like, what reaction I was going to get from her, but the way that I told her. Plus, another thing, we weren't even living together. Nothing. I had a Pandora bag in my room, like a gift bag. I got home, she was already there. Like, I locked myself in the room, and I'm just thinking of how to tell her, like, what way can I tell her for her not to be mad at me or disappointed? So I grabbed that bag and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I grabbed the pregnancy test and I put them in the bag. I go outside. Oh my god, I'm recording the whole thing. Mind you, I don't even have that video anymore. I deleted it because of my mom's reaction. So I give her the bag and she's like all excited because she's thinking it's a Valentine's Day gift. She's like, oh my god, you got me something. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm shaking. Like, I'm like this. Oh my god, I got you something. Smiling and everything. As soon as she opens the bag, her face just like, it just like turned white. I don't know. Like, I could see, she was smiling happy because she's thinking she's getting a gift, and I can just see the disappointment come to her face. And I was like all I'm doing as she's opening the bag is I'm bawling my eyes out, and I'm recording her, and I'm thinking, I don't know, at first she's gonna be like, are you serious? But then she's gonna be like, it'll be just fine. No, I don't know why I even thought that was gonna happen. She was so disappointed in me. She was like, all she kept saying was, what about your plans? What about your plans? What are you gonna do? Like, you just started your lash business, not your lash business, your skincare business. Like, you didn't even talk to me. And she kept telling me, are you sure? Are you sure you're pregnant? Like, how accurate are those pregnancy tests? And I'm like, bro. But she was just like, not with it. And then after I told her, I just went back to the room. I locked myself in there until he got out of work. And she was just so mad. Like, she was just crying, and I was crying, and she was crying of disappointment, and I was crying of disappointment from like the way she reacted, because I was just not expecting that reaction from her. Like, I wanted comfort at the moment, I guess, I don't know, and she just, like, she did not take it well. And so it took her a couple days. She was like furious. She didn't even talk to him for like a couple days. We couldn't even like bring up the topic for like a week maybe. Then later on, I don't know, I guess she had to process it. I don't know, she spoke to my aunts in Mexico, and they were like, you know, you're gonna have to deal with it. Like, this is it. She did support us. Like, you know, she had to accept the fact that I was already pregnant. She couldn't do anything about it. After her reaction, like, it really hit me hard. Like, I think that's why I was like so nervous about it. Like, I couldn't even feel happy about it after that, because I just felt like, you know, my mom, that's the way my mom feels. Like, this sucks. I didn't want her to feel that way or think differently towards me after that. But she completely supports us now, so.
My parents were completely different. We went out to eat first with my parents. And then we went back to the house because I knew they were going to come back, and I kept asking them to come back to the house.
Oh, wait. Pause. We waited to tell them like another maybe 2 weeks, I think.
Oh, actually, yes.
Because I wanted to go to the doctor's. I wanted to get my first ultrasound. I wanted to make sure, you know, everything was good before I actually started telling people. Just for myself, you know. I wanted to make sure everything was just fine. So we did wait a couple like weeks or something to finally tell people, and his parents were like the first ones that we finally told.
We ended up doing the same thing that we did with her mom. We ended up giving my mom
the same
Pandora bag with the things inside, you know, the pregnancy test. My mom was like all excited, you know, cracking jokes and whatnot. But
they were all sitting in the living room. My dad
grabbed the pregnancy bag first. Yes, we really were nervous because
no, you gave it to your mom.
2% of me knew that my parents were gonna be completely upset. My parents were gonna be furious. 2%. The whole 98%, I knew my parents were gonna be happy as hell. So I was like, well, 98%, 2%, I'm willing to go the 98%.
So we gave it to your mom first.
And then she passes it to my dad.
She thought it was a prank, so she was like, I don't want to open it. You open it, and gave it to me.
Oh, yes. Well, I was like, no, you look at it first, and she threw it to my dad. So then my dad opens it. Right before my dad opens the bag, my mom yells, "Is she pregnant?" As soon as my mom yells that, my dad opens the bag, and then he sees the
pregnancy test.
He sees the pregnancy test, and my dad just smiles and just kind of like gets up, I was like, oh man, he's gonna either mess me up, like throw me against the wall, or he's gonna give me a hug. And he just gets up, starts smiling, and just walks over to Ileana and just gives her like a really tight hug. My mom then snatches the bag. She looks and jumps on her and gives her like a hug. And then she's like screaming, saying, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. So the reason why she's saying that she knew it was because, crazy enough, 3 weeks prior to her telling me that she was pregnant, my mom had a dream.
Which was the week that we was the week that we made the baby.
Her dream was that she was holding like some baby
that looked like me.
That looked like her. But in her dream, she felt weird because she was like, at the very end of the dream, I realized it wasn't even my baby. So I was like, And then she woke up and whatnot. So yeah, that was a dream pretty much that she had. So that's why she kept screaming, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. What made it even more funnier that whole time was that then her mom stands up and she gets angry all over again. She's like, how the hell are you guys supporting her? Supporting them? Like, I thought you guys would be mad and yell at them and lecture them.
She's like, I lectured them and I thought you guys were gonna lecture them too. And look how happy you guys are.
They pretty much kind of told me what I ended up saying in the beginning of the video. Life is never going to be easy. It's never going to be just handed to you on a silver platter. There's always going to be something. So at the end of the day, you're never going to be ready. But what you can do every day is just keep on pushing.
Plus your parents were just like, bueno, a trabajar. Y'all wanted to be parents.
That too. That time I was doing 2 jobs. I was hustling both jobs.
I was working my full-time job.
My mom had me at a very young age. My mom had me at 18. But I feel like that never really stopped my parents from living. My parents still every day just pushed. Like,
they're not rich, but they're living good, so.
Yeah, they're not millionaires, but they're living a very happy and comfortable life, which is something I'm very grateful for them.
Long story short, they were supportive since the beginning.
Yeah. And like even to like now, like
that my mom was supportive. It was just the reaction she had in the beginning that she was not happy about. But our parents have supported us throughout the whole, like, pretty much the whole pregnancy so far. And I know that once the baby's here, like, that's not going to change. I think it's just going to get even, you know, bigger and stronger. They're always going to stick around. They're always going to be there when we need them and stuff.
Like, I understand, you know, her mom for being angry. Like, I completely get it. I mean, hey, I probably would be upset too, you know.
It's also like different culture, not cultures, because I mean, our families both are from Mexico. I mean, except my dad. But I think it's just the way that you're raised. Like, his parents had him at a very young age, but my mom waited till 31, I think, to have me. Like, she went to college, she got a degree. Like, you know, I feel like she actually waited, and I think she wanted the same for me. She traveled, she wanted the same for me. His parents, like, they've worked their ass off since day one at the young age that they were parents. So, like, I just think it's the different, like, where you're coming from, I guess.
Me personally, I'm actually very happy that I'm gonna be a father at a pretty young age, because I want to enjoy my kids for as long as I can. Because to tell you the truth, every day is, you know, every day is a day given. So if I can enjoy them every single day for a long time, oh, all for it.
So when I told my dad didn't take it bad. Another person that I had no idea how he was gonna react, because I just did not know. Like, my dad's a very like he's always cracking jokes. You know, he doesn't really take shit seriously or anything. But my dad was always very strict with me. Once my parents split up, he tried to, like, you know, not be as strict. I just didn't know how he was gonna react to his, you know, his little girl having a baby. I think I did the same thing. Pregnancy test in like a little gift bag. And I went to his house. Well, we went to his house. And I was so nervous. Like, I was just being weird the whole time. Like, they're having conversations with us, and I just didn't, like, I'm too busy thinking of me telling him or what moment I was gonna bring out the bag and give it to, so many things.
I was more nervous.
Yeah, I don't know, it was just
she ends up giving me the bag. So you know what, no, I'm gonna tell a story, because he ends up making me giving him the bag. Me, the guy that got his daughter pregnant. Like, how is that gonna go?
Well, he liked you. Well, he still likes you.
Yeah,
so.
we have a very good relationship, but still, like, you were just like, yeah, here, take him. Like,
It
no,
was like one of those things.
I was scared. I was scared for my life.
It was one of those things that I felt like if he gave it to him, he wasn't gonna be as mad. The first thing he said though was, "What are you guys gonna do?"
Yeah.
We're like, the fuck are we gonna do? I'm just kidding. We're like, work, like, work
double.
hard. Yeah, we have no choice, but we gotta pull through. And then he honestly, like, he laughed, like, he was like, "Está embarazada." Like,
I remember we got back in the car after the whole thing, and we just like look at each other and we're like, so let's just go home, I guess, because it was that's really it. That's honestly, that's the entire story. That's it right there.
he
just laughed awkwardly.
He brought up a video that he saw on Facebook. Like,
oh yeah,
the whole subject was changed. Like, the subject wasn't even talked about.
In my mind, I was like, all right, you're gonna laugh and think it's the most funniest video in the world, and just laugh with him. So that's exactly what I did. I think after that, we weren't even there for that long after we told him.
It was like one of the last things we did, because I was like, okay, I'm ready to go, so let me tell him now.
He gave us a hug, told us congratulations. He said to work hard. You guys got this. That was it. That was literally it.
Then the next day, I received like a paragraph from my dad, like apologizing on his reaction, that he just didn't know how to react. Like, he didn't know what to think. Like, it was just a shocker to him. But that he hopes that I understand the reason he acted the way he did, because he wants the best for me. He even told me, like, as a parent, you know, we always want the best for our kids. So I just felt like maybe right now wasn't the right time. But also telling me, like, you know, it is what it is. I'm always going to support you. I'm always going to be here for you.
And like I said, I mean, it was okay for his reaction, you know, because at the end of the day, he's the dad.
Plus, I understood, like, you know, I was my dad's, like, little girl. Like, I get it. She's pregnant.
We kind of have multiple videos that we can do from all the requests that we got.
A lot of people were asking questions about our pregnancy in general. We wanted to do that into one video. I told Kimberly first, and I had told her that I hadn't gotten my period, so she kept telling me, like, take the pregnancy test. The whole plan was for me to buy the pregnancy test and go to Kim's house and take it there, so he wouldn't see it in case I wasn't pregnant. Like, I didn't want him to get his hopes up or anything. I didn't want my mom to see it. I wanted to take it at her house, but I couldn't wait any longer. I had to take it at work. So she was the first person I told. I texted her as soon as I found out, I think, and she was just freaking out. Sent a group chat message to my other two friends that don't live here. So I told them, and then just to find out that my other friend Paola, she was also pregnant. She was 2 weeks ahead of me. My friends took it very well. Like, obviously, I mean, what are they gonna say?
I've never actually met Paola. That's the only friend I haven't actually met. And it just sucks because she talks about her a lot, but it's just every time that we were supposed to meet,
you were working.
I either had to work. First time we had COVID, and then the second time I couldn't leave work early that day
to go to her baby shower.
So I ended up missing that, and then she had to leave right away. So next time I'll for sure to take off days of work if I have to.
I told my sister through FaceTime. Honestly, I didn't record any of these because half of them, like, they weren't here. Or it literally took me like 2 hours to finish eating. Honestly, I'm very thankful over the fact that, let me breathe. I know a lot of people lose friends during their pregnancy. Like, thankfully for me, I gained a lot of friends, actually. Had a lot of people come back into my life once I was pregnant. I was only seeing, like, maybe Kim. Like, I wasn't really hanging out with anybody. I wasn't friends with anybody or anything. Like, I had people in my life. They were my friends before. And once they found out I was pregnant, like, they came along pretty much showing me, like, you know, we're here. You know, you have our support. I had them help me with my baby shower. They stick around. Like, they invite me places. Like, to this day, like, Diana will still call me about, I don't know, what are you doing? Jennifer also, like, they helped me big time with my baby shower. Like, it's just like little things, you know. Like, you would think that we're not gonna hang out with her anymore because she's pregnant. Like, no, they invite me to go places, to the mall, to this, to that. Like, we have a good time even though I'm still pregnant. Like, they didn't care. They came back into my life, and if I need something, I know they're there. So thankfully, like, I was able to gain more friends throughout this pregnancy more than anything. Like, friends that I haven't spoken to in years, and now, you know, they're around and stuff. You know, life takes you separate ways, but when it comes to situations like these, like, you really find out who your real friends are. He don't really got friends.
I don't really have friends or family.
Well, I mean, you already knew a few people from the shop, but like,
yeah, that too. I already knew a few people.
During the gender reveal, I think some people from your other job came, and maybe like one, which was Donnie, came from the shop to the gender reveal. But then by the time of the baby shower, a lot of people from his job actually came. His boss came. Honestly, this pregnancy has brought us into like different groups of people, like meeting a lot of people. We're blessed to say that we actually have friends now. Once our pregnancy came, like, a lot of people did come into our lives, like not just me with my friends, but his friends too. Like, he actually made a lot of new friends in his new job. Honestly, like, if I wasn't pregnant, I don't know if we would have came across these people. I don't know where life would have taken us, where we would be right now, this month, this day, at this time. But yeah, we blessed or whatever. I knew you broke something. You were talking so much shit about me. I really stepped on a freaking ketchup pack.
No, barbecue.
Oh, that's even worse. I am supposed to be giving birth October 18th. That is my due date. But I've been having some contractions every now and then. I've been trying to exercise and stuff. Baby's already head down. I just need to work on getting baby to move down. Baby can be here any day now. So other videos like prepping for labor or our labor and delivery video, we do want to do that. We're hoping to do that. I know a lot of people were messaging me saying that some hospitals don't allow to record, but I am gonna do my best to do that. Also, people were asking for like a diaper bag, like what I have in my diaper bag and hospital bag. So we might do that. Okay guys, so if you made it this far into the video, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys got to know a little bit about our pregnancy and about maybe not so much about us, but we will be back with more videos. Bye guys.